Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about Powerglide. No, not this Powerglide, because I already did him. This Powerglide. This is the Chinese oversized KO of Powerglide. I got it off of eBay, fairly cheap. And it's actually pretty cool. In some ways it is a little superior to this, not just in size, but it pegs together better. I had to do some modification to this to get it to peg together. But this one, not too bad. Not too bad. Didn't have to do too much to it. I did have one slight issue we'll go over in robot mode. But other than that, it's pretty good for a KO. Considering the price, I mean, this was like 10 bucks when it came out, and this is 10 bucks. So for 10 bucks, you're getting one that's a lot bigger, as you can see. And the color is slightly darker red, but I think this color actually fits Powerglide slightly more than this one. Pretty good. It's pretty good. I did add some paint to the thruster back there just because I could. And I put a big Autobot symbol on there because the Autobot symbol that's on this little one is actually kind of big. So I said, you know what, I was going to put a smaller one on there, but it just didn't look right. So yeah. The only other thing I did is the missile pods under here weren't painted. They were just gray plastic. I actually painted them metallic blue. So yeah. Transformation for these guys is identical, you know. So I'm just going to talk while I do it. You know. And the articulation's identical. There's nothing added, nothing taken away. It's just a bigger version of this figure. That's all it is. So we'll transform the little one first, and then we'll transform the big one. My son's operating the camera. You can probably hear him stifling sneezes and stuff. He's doing alright. Here's the little one. Now we'll transform the big one. I will say these joints here are a lot tighter on the KO. I almost thought I was going to break it the first time, but no, they're good. They're good. And yeah, he could still do the gun mode, but I don't like the gun mode, so I'm not going to show it off. If you know how the gun mode works, then good for you. But yeah, it's just pretty much just a bigger version. Now this is where I have a problem. Now I had to shave some plastic away from in here because this just doesn't want to peg in all the way. It doesn't go as flush as the official one does, but that's fine. With his extra added size, it actually works. And the only other thing I have is I have a stress mark on one of these wing parts back in here, and these don't hold as securely as they do on the official. I'm not worried of anything breaking, and really it holds fine. You can see I'm shaking it, nothing's happening. But for a $10 KO, I'm not going to complain. You can see here they are together. And you can see he's a lot bigger, but what's really cool is this version comes with two handguns. And what they did is, it's still the 5mm peg hole. They just made his fingers thicker, so it actually, his hands look better than this one. You can give him his guns. He holds them real nice. See? He can hold the guns too, but you know, the gun is almost the same size as him, so it's kind of a little odd. But they look good together. You can see they have the same painted details in the crotch. I think this actually looks a little better than the Hasbro version just because it's bigger and a little more detailed. Like I said, the only part they didn't do was the missile launchers underneath, and I gave them that metallic blue. I think that looks good. and I did the thruster. But as you can see, the articulation's the same. You got the ball joint here. It can go in and out like that. No rotation, but he doesn't have it either. But it's got a nice double elbow. The head does move. No waist. You got ball joint at the hip, ball joint at the knee. The feet pivot, but they're so tight it's kind of not worth it. But what's really cool is if we bring in the Masterpiece Bumblebee, look how good he looks with Masterpiece Bumblebee. If you want to start like a mini bot collection in that Masterpiece scale, but keep the mini bots in the sizes they were back during the G1 days, this works. And I think that's pretty cool. So you guys let me know what you think. I mean, you can get these on eBay. I've seen the prices go from anywhere from $8 to $12 for these. Mine was $10. It was free shipping. It took about a week and a half to get here. So yeah, there you go. This is the oversized knockoff of Combiner Wars Powerglide. And I think it's actually worth it for the price. I mean, besides the size, you get the guns. And it's a pretty quality build. So, why not? Alright. Thank you.